it over.
No, they don't show up.
No, that's good. Well, you got the bar in the bottom.
And they don't show
Yeah,
up there.
you're good.
All right. Hello, Tanana. Today we are doing the announcements, and we're gonna just go through it and see what we find.
Today is Tuesday, October the 20th, and today is International Sloth Day.
Make sure to relax. Be
Yes,
a sloth.
yes.
Release your inner sloth.
We're going with the flow here, going with the flow.
We are also both advisors, and so we're also going to be letting our kids in at the same time. So give us some slack here.
Here we go.
But we're going to take a field trip today because we're just going to go through the slides that Mr. Evans left us. So let's see what this first slide is. Oh,
Yay!
there we go. All right. Tanana Middle School, 2020-2021. All right, here we go.
Join me for library lunch every day, Monday through Friday, 1 to 1:30. You can find my Zoom on the library page or on the home page of the electives group. So make sure you come find me at library lunch. We have a lot of fun, 1 to 1:30. Please make sure that you filled out your Renzulli profile. Heavens to Betsy. If you haven't done it now, it's time to get it done.
I know I have one kid in my advisory that hasn't done it.
First quarter is over. It's time to get it done.
Finish
We're
it.
ready to move on.
If you-
Renzulli, let's make it happen.
If you don't know if you're done, log in and scroll all the way to the bottom. All across the bottom, there's all these little locks. You want them all unlocked. Okay, as you do them, they unlock. If you have unlocked all the way across the bottom, you're good to go. You've completed it. You can also check with your advisor. We can log in and check.
And this gives you information about yourself. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with one of my advisory students, and we were talking about what she was going to do for the Yellow House end of accumulation project.
Yeah.
And so she was trying to decide what she was going to do. And I said, well, let's look at your Renzulli profile and see what you like. Her top was writing or video production. So she ended up choosing she's going to write a letter. So that is what we use it for. We figure out what you like, and it helps us answer questions to help you have fun and do things in a way that works for you.
It's much better. Learning things is much easier when you do them in ways you enjoyed learning them. All right, let's see what this next slide is. Let's see. Okay.
Portrait of a graduate.
All right.
We are going to keep focusing on this all year. Leadership, career skills, emotional intelligence, self-improvement, having a growth mindset, and research. So, as you are considering what you're going to talk about in your student-led conferences, this is the information that you consider. We're proud of what you've done for the quarter, but we want to make sure you're a good person for the rest of your life. And so these are the things that we're going to focus on and talk about. Portrait of a graduate, a Tanana graduate.
And you got to remember, in Yellow House at least, we are using this in your culminating projects as well. We're not just looking for you, do you know the information? We want to know you're a well-rounded Tanana student. All right, let's see what our next slide is.
All right. The self-service kiosk is open
one.
every day from 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Mr. Hess, every morning when he gets here, he rolls it out. And every evening, Miss Anderson, she puts it back inside. So we are so thankful that Mr. Hess and Miss Anderson do that for us every day. It's a team effort.
Yes.
Make sure that you get your art supplies if there are any. We know there are still masks that you can pick up and get. Everybody is welcome to come make your own mask. There are always library books. If you set a date with a library book, Miss Erin gets them all ready. She wraps them all up like a little package with your name on it and puts it outside. If you don't know how to do that, you need to come to my Zoom to find out how to put a book on hold, or go to the library page on the electives, from the electives page, the green box on the bit.ly, go to the library page, and there's a whole video on how to put your book on hold. You need to be reading. So the books are sitting out ready to go. Please come by the self-service kiosk, 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., and they are available.
Perfect. Everybody should be reading. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the new Tanana gear. So we spent some time looking at a logo for this year, and they put together this old-fashioned logo, established 1975. It looks pretty nice. It's not just on sweatshirts, though. I mean, that
Agreed.
sweatshirt, it looks really nice.
Yes.
But they also have it on pants. They've got it on shirts, bags. They got a lot of gear in there, and it just puts the logo in different locations and sizes. So go ahead, check that out sometime.
But it ends November the 3rd. That's when the cutoff ends.
yeah.
This is not available all year. So make sure Make sure you start bothering your parents. I know my own child's already like, Mom, this is what I want. Mom, this is what I want. I know, but make sure you get something for the whole family. Now listen, here's an idea. If somebody in your family was a Tanana grad, show it to them. They may want to order something. So spread the word. If you know people who graduated from Tanana, this is a great opportunity to buy Tanana swag.
Yeah. And it's timeless.
Yes, absolutely.
No matter what year it is, it was still established in 1975.
We've been around a while.
We have. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Team Opioid Prevention Club. It was its grand kickoff this week. Mr. Viemeyer has been working on this really hard. He's putting a lot of effort into it. Okay, we're still recruiting students, and that's going to be recruiting until October 23rd. So you got a couple days here. Their team's having a Zoom meeting every Monday from 1 to 1:30, and they're working on their logo currently. So if you want help designing that or working on that with them, make sure to show up. Any questions you can funnel to Mr. Viemeyer. All right.
Tanana Student Council, they met yesterday, and so if you're still interested, find Miss McFarland. Her Zoom can be found on the announcements page. It can be found on the electives page under Family Consumer Science or on her Family Consumer Science page. So if you want to get in contact with Miss McFarland because you're still interested in Student Council, go find her Zoom link and check in.
That's also how they're going to make change. If you want to do something fun with the school, Miss McFarland is very excited about this. This is where you'll be doing announcements, like pep assemblies type things.
We'll see.
Different changes throughout the school. If you want your voice heard, Miss McFarland, that's going to be your go-to. Classwork page on our Google Classrooms. On our Google Classrooms, I've got to let people in. Remember, we have both of our advisories going here. All right, so Google Classroom, we want to make sure to remind you to be checking your classwork tab. That classwork tab should have everything you need each week. So if you go into it, I believe every house is organizing it this way, where we have the dates at the top, and then it shows the assignments you need to be working on for that week. So that way you can focus your attention on what really you need to put the pedal to the metal with.
Yep, let's get the second quarter started correctly.
Exactly. All right.
I have just added this past week a clubs section. From the virtual Tanana, we have not only the schedule, we also have resources and clubs. So remember, we talked about Mr. Viemeyer, we talked about Miss McFarland. You can find their Zoom links there because sometimes it's hard for you to click a bunch of places. Go there and we will keep that information updated on clubs. We've also updated it with Miss Dina. Our 7th grade counselor is now over there in purple. Welcome to Miss Dina. We're so glad to have her as our 7th grade counselor. I know she's checking in with different houses. So she was with yellow yesterday, and I believe she'll be checking in with orange today. So welcome to Miss Dina.
I think orange might actually be tomorrow.
Oh,
but
okay.
Either way,
this week,
if you
probably.
haven't met Miss Dina, you'll be meeting her soon. She's making her way around the school.
Yep.
All right, we do want to remind you, as always, these Zoom classroom etiquette rules. Pretty much, if you wouldn't do it in person, don't do it online. Things like, I have a student right now sending what looks like Chinese in the chat.
Who knows?
Would you do that in person?
Yep.
No.
If you wouldn't do it in person,
exactly.
Don't do it online.
No. We also want you to be actively present. So, having a profile picture, that's a great way to be actively present.
Absolutely.
Speaking out when a teacher asks a question, okay? And if your connection can allow it, you don't know how much it means to us when you have your video on.
We love seeing your face.
Beautiful
it's
faces.
So much better.
We miss them. All right. And we want to take a moment to thank you for joining us on our virtual field trip through the announcement slides. It was great.
Yes.
P.S. This was live and on the fly. So thank you for bearing with us. When Mr. Evans is gone, you just never know what's going to happen. I mean, there was no yoga cows this time, but
Yep.
Never know next time. All right. So, here we go. Have a great day, Tanana, and we'll see you in cyberspace. Go, Tanana!
Go, Tanana!
Woohoo! And we'll see you in cyberspace.
cyberspace. Go Tanana!